Dennis Sanders.
I'm Desiree Sanders.
I'm Cindy Sanders.
I'm Mitchell Merkwan.
Do you or someone you know live in a nursing home? Chances are that you do. According to the Family Caregiver Alliance, an estimated 12 million Americans needed long-term care in the year of 2007. Many people do not know what all goes into taking care of the elderly. Today I will let you peek into my life and see what it is like to work as a nursing home as a CNA and MedAid. I will be sharing with you the different aspects of this job, which includes the daily routine, the emotional aspects of the job, and the different duties I perform as a MedAid. So when they say this job isn't for everyone, they're not kidding. Today I'll walk you through the entire routine from the morning when you come in to the evening when you would leave if you were working 2 shifts. So in the morning you come in at around 6 a.m. and you start getting the residents up. So when you get them up, you do a lot of the normal things that you do at your own house. You wake them up, you get their clothes out, you help them wash their face, you help them clean their teeth, brush their teeth, whether they have dentures or normal teeth. And then if you're a MedAid like I am, you give them different medications that they will need. So then after their hair is brushed and they're all ready for the day, you take them down to breakfast. And if it's their bath day, then we get them up, but we do not get them dressed, and we take them to the bathroom where they get their baths. And then if their clothes are dirty, which their pajamas usually are, but some people like to rewear them, you put them in the laundry basket, and if their laundry basket is full, take it to the laundry room where they do their laundry throughout the day. So then after breakfast, we slowly, one by one, make sure they get back to their rooms, and then we help them with toileting and answering different call-outs usually throughout the afternoon. The afternoons aren't too busy. But then once lunchtime comes around, we do the same thing, take them down to lunch. And then during lunchtime, we usually help with serving, unlike breakfast, where the dietitians help with breakfast. So we help with getting their menus and what they would like to eat, get their drink orders, help serve food, and then with the residents who aren't able to feed themselves, we will feed them as well during lunch. So then after lunch, we take them back to their rooms, and many of them like to take naps, but during the afternoon there are a lot of activities. There's usually bingo, there's a lot of musicians that come and play, and then a lot of the time they have golf cart rides outside around the campus if it's nice outside. So we'll help with taking them back and forth with those kind of activities. So then after that, we start getting ready for dinner time, and we get the residents up, make sure they're toileted, make sure that they have their menus and stuff filled out, and then once they get to the dining room, help with serving and feeding again, just like lunch. So then after that is when it gets very busy again, and is when we get into helping them with bedtime. A lot of the residents like to go to bed right after dinner, so it's kind of busy after then because they all would like to go to bed. So after everyone is in bed, that routine is the same as in getting them up in the morning. It's just backwards. You clean them up, put their pajamas on, and if you're a MedAid, you give them their medications, and I'll go into detail more of that later. After that, we do charting. A lot of the stuff for the residents is the same. You chart bowel and bladder types of things, ADLs, like how they function with their body, and different kinds of emotional things throughout the day, and we chart if there was anything out of the ordinary for them. It's really important that we are very consistent with these cares with them, because according to the Masters in Healthcare, red flags for nursing home negligence were listed on 5,000 death certificates of nursing home patients in 1999. These different negligence include starvation, dehydration, or bed sores as cause of death. So some other nursing things that CNAs do include taking vitals, and we take vitals weekly for all of the patients, but then we also do them more frequently depending on which different kind of Medicare they're on. And then we also do it if they have a fall. We do it for about a week every day just to make sure they're doing okay after a fall. We also do with catheters and bedpans, emptying them and charting how much output they had. And then we also use a lot of lifts. There are some which just help the residents stand if they are able to stand, and for the very weak patients, we have lifts that completely lift them and lift their entire body in the air. And those lifts require 2 nurses to operate them because they are a little more dangerous. And this is important to use these for the residents that are weaker because according to the Nursing Home Abuse Guide, injuries from falls account for roughly 36% of potentially preventable visits to the hospital emergency room by nursing home patients. So they do save a lot of grief when they are used properly. So there is much more to this job than there first appears to be. CNAs make up a large emotional aspect of nursing home residents. Many of them have few visitors, which is unfortunate. More than 50% of nursing home residents don't have close relatives, which makes it that they depend on you more and you become part of their family because they see you every day and you help them with very close and intimate types of care, so you get to know them very well. For some, it is a very tough adjustment because at one time they were very independent people and no one wants to have to rely on someone else for basic things. Some of them are stricken with dementia, so this can also add an extra challenge for them because they may at one point wake up and not remember where they are or who they are and who is helping them. So it's important to reassure these people that everything is okay. So since I am a certified med aid, I am able to pass and chart medications. So in the mornings and evenings is when I'll help with meds. Since I'm a med aid, I have a key, and in everyone's rooms, in the top drawer of their dresser is a locked drawer where their medications are kept. And then on my computer, I have their electronic medication list, and I see, and it tells me when they're due, what the medication is, how much, so then I give it to them when it is due. All it is just a package, and I just punch out the pills. If it's a liquid, I'll measure it out. Some of them are crushed and mixed in with applesauce if they're not able to chew. And the thing that I found that was odd when I first started was that over-the-counter medications are locked away in their drawers. So things such as cough drops, Tylenol, anything like that, they have to ask for permission to receive. So my job is much more rewarding than it may seem. It's not easy, and I don't think that I could do it my entire life. There definitely are hard days, but knowing that I can make such a positive impact on so many people's lives definitely makes it all worth it. By 2020, according to the U.S. Bureau of Labor Statistics, a growing aging population will require 5 million direct care workers, including nurses and nursing home aides in the United States. This is up 48% from the 2010 level. The shortage of nurses and nursing aides is set to further impact the broad spectrum of senior living. So I think that everyone should spend some time working as a CNA, especially since we are expected to have such a shortage. It is a very humbling and rewarding job. After explaining my daily routine, the emotional aspects, and my med aid duties, I hope you can now see my job for what it actually is.